Good morning. Today I am going to share with you about National Curriculum Framework for School Education. We all know as NCFSE August 2023. I am basically going to discuss with you key 5 points of National Curriculum Framework for School Education. For introduction, the steering committee led by former ISRO Chief K. Kasturi Ranjan featured a distinguished panel of members including field medalist Manjul Bhargava, former National Book Trust chairperson Govind Prasad Sharma, Najma Akhtar, Vice Chancellor of Jamia Millia Islamia, Milind Kamble, founder chairman of the Dalit Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Dhir Jhingaran, founder director of the NGO Language and Learning Foundation, among other notable individuals. What is NCFSE 2023? National Curriculum Framework introduces important changes to the Indian education system for class 9 to 12. These changes include the mandate for students to study multiple Indian languages and a modified approach to board examination. So, language in class 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. The NCF requires students in class 9 and 10 to study three languages including two Indian languages. For class 11 and 12, student will need to study two languages, one of which must be of Indian origin. This change is a response to extensive feedback received from around 4,000 organizations over 3 months. Notably, this modification accommodates concern raised by organizations affiliated with RSS regarding the emphasis on Indian languages, especially in higher classes. The major changes we are going to see shift in board examination system. The NCF 2023 talks about board exam to be conducted twice a year, shifting, offering a student the opportunity to perform at their best. Under this system, students can appear for board exam in subject they have completed and feel prepared for. They can also retain their best score from multiple attempts. Semester system transition. While the initial draft proposed an immediate shift from annual to semester based examination in class 12, the final NCF has reconsidered this approach. The framework recognizes the challenges that a state face in terms of infrastructure for teaching and assessment under a semester system. It now recommends a long-term transition to semester or term-based system for all education board. Language learning guideline. The NCF initially suggested the teaching of three languages R1, R2, R3 in class 6 and 8 and two languages R1 and R2 in class 9 and 10 with flexibility left to a state government and a school board to define these categories. However, the final NCF now mandates the instruction of three languages up to class 10th, with at least two of these being native to India. Furthermore, it states that a student in class 11 and 12 must study two languages, one of which has to be an Indian language. NCF talks about subject assessment and flexibility. The framework set a maximum of 7 subjects for assessment in class 12 as opposed to the current maximum of 6 subjects in many school boards. It also promotes a blended approach to subject, encouraging students to pursue a combination of science and humanities, reducing the strict division between art, commerce, and science stream in class and 11th and 12th. It is essential to understand that National Education Policy 2020 and the NCF, which is built upon the NEP, offer guiding principles for education but are not binding on individual states. While the NEP is a policy that states can choose to adopt. The NCF provides recommendation on how to structure classroom education. The revision in the NCF aim to promote linguistic diversity, flexibility, and a holistic approach to education, addressing feedback and the evolving needs of a student and the education system. The National Education Curriculum Framework, released by the Center, introduces changes for language study and board examination. Once again, I am going to summarize it. Language in class 9 to 12. The NCF mandates three languages, including two Indian languages, for class 9 and 10. In class 11th and 12th, a student must study two languages, one of which is Indian. Board exam twice a year. The NCF suggests holding board exam twice yearly, allowing a student to perform better and retain their best scores. The NCFSE 2023 recognizes challenges in transition to semester system in class 12th and suggests a long-term approach for such challenges. Extensive feedback prompted the inclusion of teaching two Indian languages in class 9th and 10 and one in class 11 and 12. The accommodated concern from organizations, including RSS affiliated group, regarding the emphasis on Indian languages. The steering committee, led by former ISRO chief K. Kasturiranjan, included distinguished individuals such as film medalist Manjul Bhargava and others. In summary, NCFSC 2023 emphasizes Indian language, proposes board exam changes, and reflect community input, while the NEP and NCF aren't binding on states. They guide education policy. The NCF also allows more subject in class 12 and encourages a flexible approach of subject combination.